For those that have joined, I'll start right at 9 a.m. And it's 9 a.m. There we go. Good morning. Matt Barrow, Solution Architect with Megaport. I'm based out of the Portland, Oregon Metro, specifically Vancouver, Washington. Happy to be entertaining you for the last day of the quarter. It's the last day of the fiscal year for us, so it's a very exciting thing. This weekend, for those of you in Portland, if you're going to make it to the Formula E event, come on down. We'll be there. Hope to see you there. So let's get into it. We're going to go over some of the portal enhancements that we've been doing this quarter. Our engineering team has been busy, engineering, operations, you name it, and enhancing the portal. Not only the portal, but the network, right? They're one and the same. What we do to the network is we expose in the portal. Sometimes there's a bit of a lag, but that's the benefit of network is on demand. Is the portal represents what we have. So what we've been doing is we're adding new POPs or NNIs or locations. Fundamentally, what that means is more data centers. We have been mostly focused at that in North America. We have more globally as well. More majority of them have gone in North America. Some are brand new co-location providers. I'm going to go over what they look like. And then we're just going deeper with the existing co-location providers we have as well. So we're hitting that on both sides. So net new data centers and going deeper with the existing ones. We've been enhancing the portal experience. So we have a new map. I'm going to show you what that does, and I'm sure to help you understand where we are with the new POPs. We added diversity with MCR and MVEs. That gives you the red and blue zone. So we have the ability to consume diversity where available for both ports, MCRs and MVEs. So it's a good solution. To match the diversity you have with the cloud service providers, or also to match the diversity, we have dual connections to all of our POPs. We're able to move VXCs or VLANs between MCR, MVEs, and ports. I'm going to show you that on an MCR. Nice little cool thing of inventory, so you can see your inventory list of what you have, what you've consumed, what you've disconnected. Nice audit log. We just added Alert Center, which is both an outage and a maintenance window alert center in the portal. You can add terms to a contract or to a VXC. That's pretty new. Recommend once you know your speed, you lock it in, get savings. That's sort of the general use. For enterprise customers that are adding long-term networks, you can enable shut down those VXCs as you based on when you're ready to consume the network. Want to go over some MVE enhancements. The MVE has 5 VNICs, virtual NICs. Fundamentally, that's a port, a physical port in the physical world. Want to go over the best practices. Each MVE or Megaport virtual edge vendor is a little different, but generally you want to go grab some or all of them based on the unique new uses. We are adding new vendors. Cisco Firewall is coming soon with about 3 or 4 more others, but that's going to be more of a release schedule in the quarter to come. We just added service key on ports, MVEs, and MCRs. So I'm going to show you how to do service keys on ports. We have had that for a while, but added it to MVE and MCR. The benefit of that is you can connect different users privately with VLANs from not different users, different accounts. So you can go customer A to customer B. Show you what that looks like. Megaport Internet, new countries, larger block of IP addresses, so you can get bigger blocks. You have to peer with us in BGP. And we can log internet. We're not in every major metro, but I can backhaul that internet connectivity to other example, if you're in Omaha, you're going to pull it out of Chicago. We've been constantly updating the pricing improvements. So, log in the portal or reach out to your salesperson and figure out what's the best rates we've been operations have been madly busy upgrading the network, 400 gig backbone. So there's certain locations we can go to 100 gig. AWS just announced 25 gig at their hosted connections. We'll see other ones probably follow. This is a leading indicator for next quarter, or we'll probably be seeing some interesting augments to the MCR solution. So that MCR platform has been upgraded, and we're looking to enhance new features and speeds. And we continue to add more IX or internet exchange locations across the US and the globe. So I want to show you what the service key does. I'm going to demo that. What you can do is you can go from customer account A, company A to company B. The issuer of the service key issues a service key. The consumer of the service key pays for the VLAN or VXC, but it connects two disparate accounts together. So, not only can you connect data center to data center within your accounts, or data center to cloud, or all the marketplace, but you can, we have 2,300 customers, so you can connect to all of them if you trust and like them, right? So that's the cool thing. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to show you how to move an MCR, a VXC and an MCR. It's really simple. I have an MCR up and running, and with connected to GCP, we're going to move that. And then if we have time, I'm going to show you best practices on the MVE, deploying that, and grabbing those 5 VNICs. And, the cool thing, like I said here, is what you're trying to do here is, since a VNIC is you're generically calling a VNIC for some purpose: management, cloud, MPLS, HA, or future, because you're creating sub interfaces off of that VNIC or port. So you're not limited to 5 connections. You got 100 location or 100 connections, but generically saying port 1 or VNIC 1 is for management use only. There are some providers, Apollo as an example. I'm not going to do Apollo. I'm actually going to Fortinet. That if you do HA, you need 3 of the VNICs have to be used for HA, east-west traffic. So it's always good to talk to your solution architect, because there's nuances to each of the MVE vendors. But generically, best practices, you're aggregating usage of a VNIC for specific general use, and then creating the needed sub interfaces off of that to connect to hundreds and thousands of different things. So let's get out of that. Let's go to the portal. Here we are. I promised you I was going to talk about the dashboard, the map. So I want to go over to OpenColo. We're going to go blast off over to OpenColo. Woo! And that's one of our new data center providers. They're in San Jose, right off the San Jose end of the airport. I do have a port sitting there. I'll show you. It's sitting over here. And there it is, right? So I already provisioned that port. It's sitting there ready to go. They're one of one in the San Jose area. Just a cool new data center to go take a look at. I'm going to go back to dashboard, and I want to go show you the folks over at, I'm going to go actually to Madison, Wisconsin. So we're going to go drive over to, San Francisco Airport, grab a nonstop flight to Madison, Wisconsin, and there's our OpenColo, or their OneNeck data center. So, it's another, it's an interesting company to go talk to. So what I want to do also here is give you an idea of other data centers we're going deep with. So here's OneNeck. So OneNeck, we have Des Moines, Madison, and Minneapolis. DataBank, we've been doing a lot of new data centers. We're just popping Denver here. TierPoint, we've been going deep with. So to give you an idea of who's there, here are all the TierPoint locations. So just always keep looking and see what we have, because it's always a growing list. You also can go to our Megaport locations list and go find the red dot. That's where our equipment is. So I'm going to go back to the services and go into, now that we've gone over where our, adding locations, I want to go ahead and create a service key. So again, I'm in a partner account, customer A, manage channel demo 1 is the customer, but I also have a customer over here in a separate account that I can't see this port. So how do you connect them, Matt? Well, simple. You go over here, create a service key. Hit create service key. I'm going to call it connect to partner account. Helps to type. I'm going to do a single use because it's the right thing to do from a security perspective. I'm going to let them get up to 100 megs. I'm going to put it on VLAN 100 on my port so I can create the sub interface. I'm only going to give them a day to get it because, again, from a security perspective, and I'm going to add the service key. I'm going to go grab that service key, come over to the other accounts, and I log in, hey, Joe, it's ready. I already have that port up and running. So all you got to do is come in here, instead of hitting key, you hit add connection, enter service key, you put the key in here. Look, it really knows that it's max of 100 megs, so it took in the attributes of what we built. Call it partner connection. I'm going to give it 100 meg. The max, you could go lower, but it's only you're limited to the speed you set in the other portal or in the main account. You can choose to now you're making a commitment, whether it's a term, and you add VXC and order. So let's go see if we order that sucker. Let's order it now. I bet you if we come over here, let's hope. Let's go refresh. We should see that new VXC. There it is. So that's how you connect accounts between each other. It's good. What I'm going to do now is come back over here. I promised you I was going to talk about MCR moves or VXC moves. Here's my OCD problem. I have a red N and I talking to a blue port. It works, no big deal. But general practices, you keep red stuff, red to red, blue to blue. So, how do I, first step is I got to go build a new MCR. So I'm going to go do that. You can move, and this happens for ports, MVEs, and MCRs. You can move a VXC in the same metro like to like. So a VXC can go from a port to a port, an MCR to an MCR, MVE to MVE. You can't combo them. You can't go port to MCR because it's technically you're asking the system to make up information layer 3. Port doesn't have any idea about IP addresses on the MCR, and same thing with the MVE. So right now it's like to like. So I'm going to go create an MCR. Remember, I'm pretty sure I said I wanted a blue one. I got to keep it in Seattle because it's got to be in the same market. So I'm going to go throw it in evocative. I'm going to give it a 1 gig. We're going to call this the red MCR. I'm going to do month to month because it's just a demo. There's our default AS number. I'm going to go add that MCR, and I'm going to order it, and then really order it now. That's just fine. Our signing off on our terms. So that is not up yet. So I'm going to go show you while we wait for this to come up. I'm going to show you some cool features. We have the new maintenance and outage portal. It will give you all the maintenance that we have ready for your account. We don't have any maintenance on this account, so that's good. We also can show you all the outages. This is my tested account. I don't have any outages either. but it gives you a tally of what's going on. So that's one cool new thing we just added about a week ago or two. I do want to go back. This is one of my favorite things. This is a month old. You know, Matt, you're giving us month old stuff. Well, yeah, but it's still good. So I'm going to go throw that in downloads and I'm going to go find it. And the cool thing is in downloads, here it is. So what it does is it gives you, as you can see, I've been busy doing a bunch of testing, but it gives you an idea of what has been ordered and decommed, sort of its audit log of what's up, down, decommissioned. As you can see, I do a lot of testing in this account. But for most of your accounts in production, you're going to see a lot of configured stuff and not a ton of decom stuff. But again, it gives you an idea of who, what, when, where, how. How do we get here, right? It's an audit log. Great little thing. And look, I was right. The red MCR is up and running, which is awesome. Cool. What are we going to do the next, Matt? We're going to move this VXC. Again, the VXC move feature is available port to port, MCR to MCR, MBE to MBE. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to hit the move connection. That's the only other MCR. It'll only allow you to connect to another MCR. So I go grab this guy. I'm going to go hit next. I'm going to go hit move. I want to confirm that. Close. It moved. And let's go see if BGP is up and running. Hope helps to hit the right button. Let's go hit that. Did BGP stay up? It did. Cool. So it's that simple. That used to take a manual ticket and a couple hours of work, and we solved that with fixing that within, what was that, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So it's good. Also helps that my OCD is now, I'm happy that I have a red MCR talking to a red via NNI with GCP, and if I wanted to go add a blue NNI in that same market or a different market, I could. All right, we're 17 minutes in. Let's go create that MVE, the sort of best practices. So again, I'm going to go here, create MVE. I can either choose auto, red, or blue. Auto gives you the whatever I have the highest in inventory, I'll give you, or you can specify a red or blue, right? And this is just a diversity zone, so it helps that in a maintenance window. If you have a red device and a blue device in a metro, I will not do maintenance on the red if I'm doing maintenance on the blue. So it gives you a equipment diversity, but it also gives you maintenance diversity. So that's sort of the theory there, or the practice. I'm going to go back to Seattle. I'm going to go buy a, you know, I need a blue, see how they change a little bit. So I got 3. I got 2 reds, 2 data centers where reds are available and 1 in blue. So I'm going to go get the blue MVE. I'm actually choosing Fortinet here. So I need 2 things, well, 3 things. I need a name, MV linked live test. I got to give it a size. We're going small. I got to choose a file. So let me go find that. There's my license file right there. And I got to go find an SSH key. So I have that here. Don't look. Actually, this is a old, out-of-date key, so don't worry. It's been deleted. But still works because it's an SSH key. Paste. And here's the thing. Right here, you want to go grab go build your VNix, because at the end of the day, if you don't build them now, you got to tear it down. So the cool thing about the Fortinets are this does map to port 1, call this management. port 2, data, port 3, we're going to use that for cloud. Port 4, let's call that HA. And for Fortinet, you only need 1 for HA. Port 5, let's call that future, because I don't know what I know I can't plan the future that far out. Go month to month, go grab it. We have the 5 VNICs there, so that's good. In most cases for MBE, just to get the thing up and running, you do need to go create that management internet IP connection. That's just to get the device up and running. So I'm gonna go USA. I like pulling internet out of the closest location. I do have an internet pop in Seattle. That's why I chose. I'm gonna go hit next. Chose Seattle. I'm going to give it a rate limit. This can be as low as 20 meg. That's the lowest. It's good. I am on that. See how I can now, I've defined it on the management VNIC, VLAN, or port. I'm going to give it a no subscription. And hit next. Add VXC and order now. So we're going to order that sucker. And I order it now. So that's going to go off in provision. So that's just to get you off the road, off the starter right on MBE. I always recommend talking to your solution architect and sales team on best practices. We also have great docs on all the best practices and how to set up each MBE, because again, they're all a little different. And really where we focus on as a Megaport solution architect team is help you set up the plumbing to the MBE. And then you can go off, since you're likely to know how the GUIs work, or your Terraform, or however you're consuming those devices, on setting up all the firewall rules or SD-WAN rules. So I got 8 minutes left. Let me go look at questions. Okay. As part of my questions, someone asked about how do you do diverse ports. It's a little different. Just want to go over how that looks, since we are talking about diversity. I am going to go into Portland. And I think Digital Realty. If not, let's go see if Digital Realty should have different ports, different diverse ports. Yes, they do. I guess right. So we're going to call this live test. So the way port diversity works, again, the GUI is a little different. You go click your speed, live test. We don't have port diversity in every data center we're in, just because of economics. Typically, we have port diversities available in our hub locations. The way you create a pair is you create a diverse pair, and we can call this live test primary, live test secondary. Hit next. Red, the red gets assigned first. There's your red and blue. Add port. Order now. And then to continue down that path, what you can do is, if I wanted to go hit an AWS connection, cloud, let's go to AWS. What you can do is you can follow that same red blue. So that's I'm on a blue port. I know I have let's go find USA. I know in Portland, in Hillsboro, and Edge Connects, I have a new NNI I have with AWS. So let me go find that. There it is. I can't remember. I'm sitting there talking. I think I want to go match red to red. Did I do red to red? I'll figure it out. Again, what you can do is then you would go match that red to red or blue to blue. It doesn't have to be that way. They both work. Oh, let me go back. I'm going to go click on a blue one. So I got to go find a blue port, a blue and an I. Let's go do that real quick. USA. And it's down here somewhere. There we go. Yep. Oh, now I'm happy. That's blue to blue. Again, it doesn't have to be that way. It's one of our design, it just comes out of your design principles. But, if you're trying to route around and use BGP to route around issues, it's good to always have a primary path and a backup path if that's how you set up your network. And that is the demo of that diversity. So, does anybody have any other questions? I will show you there's a different way here. There's another question that came up on your outages. This is also, you can get it from here, but you can also see how we have this new thing. It gives you all the new features that are available in the portal. And that new feature is the lightning bolt. Hopefully lightning only strikes once at this, it never strikes at the same time at the same place or something like that. So hopefully these are, you're not using this very much, but that's the other reality. One more question came in. Okay, someone said about, I think we just launched, I want to say we have a new Boca Raton. Look, we do. So it's a new data center we just launched in Boca. Let's see how many we have with 365 as we look in. Again, still going deep with many of our providers. Another interesting thing is we just, as we're down on this same topic, Center Square, we did rebrand all the Center Square locations because they went through a big acquisition of rebranding and renaming of a bunch of these centers. So now they're all under the same brand. Well, that's about all I had to present today. We've gotten through some cool questions. Glad for that. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes of your life back and say thank you for your time. Keep using Megaport. Reach out to your sales team. If you're lucky enough or unlucky enough, you can talk to me. Have a great day, weekend, and happy 4th.